Alfie and Anna at breakfast. BBC Radio Newcastle.
If you just joined us there, we were chatting a little bit earlier about Joan Collins saying caviar is the key to a good date. No, my friend, it's large chips and a cod. It's 13 minutes past 9. Thanks ever so much for joining us. It's Alfie and Anna at breakfast. And we're absolutely chuffed to bits on the show this morning to be able to chat to Dave Johns. Dave, of course, very famous Northeast actor, comedian, and of course, helping us get, vital messages out about food banks and how people can use them to get help during the coronavirus lockdown. And he's now appearing in a short video produced by Northumberland filmmaker Jason Thompson. And we can chat to Dave this morning about how he got involved with all this. Morning, Dave. Welcome to the show.
How are you? Are you good?
Yeah, I'm all right now, Dave. I had a funny couple of days, but I'm all right now. I'm in my tracksuit pants, my nice comfy socks, cup of coffee, dog on the sofa, so I'm not doing bad and you to chat to.
Dave... I've been in lockdown on my own for the last 3 weeks. So what I do is when I get up, I put a nice dinner jacket on and I make an effort.
And have you been running 7 miles a day and everything as well, Dave? Getting yourself fit?
Yeah. And I'm leaving the garden and the back garden. I've got some work to do, but I'm leaving that as a treat for us, in about week 12 or something.
There's nothing like a good weed to make you feel better. So Dave, how did you get involved in this then? Because it's really, really important at the minute.
Well, basically, what it was I since the film Daniel Blake, and that sort of when I get stopped in the street and people want to talk about Daniel Blake, one of the things that they always talk about is that scene in the food bank, and I think it sort of resonated with people, and and I was just in the house and. Producer Jason got in touch with us, and we were talking. And I thought I wanted to do something. I've been in touch with because the West End Food Bank's been close to my heart since then. I did a couple of shows, the Celebrity Chase, and I won some money for them then, and all that. And then Jason said he was thinking about doing this video. Would I front it? And I went, yeah. I jumped at the chance because I think what's happening is. I was thinking about getting a group of friends together and going and doing a big shop and sort of taking it up to the food bank, but you can't do a big shop now. They won't let you buy more than 3 things. So, and I think people, are sort of like in this time with the virus and in the lockdown, I think it's easy to forget when you're worried about your own family and how you're going to get enough stuff for your own family. And I just thought it was timely to put something out to remind people that, the food bank is still there and still needs help and support,
Yeah, absolutely. Vitally important. And for anybody that hasn't seen the film and that scene, it's one of the most gut-wrenching, when I watched that scene, I must have watched that scene 10 times, and every single time it's my eyes just fill with water. Can you, even though you were part of the process, so kind of like the behind the scenes and everything, when you watch that, Dave, do you still fill up?
Well, interestingly enough, the way Ken Loach works, you don't get the script. Like normally, if you're doing a film, you get the script and you can see what your plot is in the scenes that are coming on. Ken only gives you a couple of pages each day because he wants you to play the scene with real emotion and doesn't want you to preempt it. So I didn't know that was going to happen. Basically, when I got on set. Because I'd only got the lines up to when Haley the actress goes to be taken around the food bank, and the only people that knew that incident was going to happen in the food bank with the beans was basically Haley and a couple of the crew. Even the woman who was taken around in the food bank didn't know, so it was a shock to me actually when it happened. And interestingly enough, before, Daniel Blake was shot in 2015, and I didn't really know about food banks then. So when I got on set was the first time I really realised what a food bank was, and it absolutely stunned me that, in the 5th richest country in the world, there's people in this country in 2015 to 2020 going hungry. And that's why I got involved, because I saw the compassion and the sort of a dedication of the volunteers and sort of how they brought people around the food bank. It wasn't, oh, this is a handout. It was, come on, let's do your shopping, And it's that dignity and that made it. And that food bank scene. So I was in the scene and my reaction is totally genuine because I didn't know it was going to happen either,
Absolutely. It's an incredible scene, incredible film. For anybody that hasn't seen it, I really, really urge you to see it. And Dave, thanks so much for taking the time out to chat to us this morning. Dave John's there, who's been helping get that message out about food banks. And take a look and see if you can find that film online, that video. And there are lots of ways that you can help online as well. The West End Food Bank and many others all across our region. When you go and do your supermarket shop, there are little boxes and things that you can put things in. Dave, thank you for chatting to us this morning on BBC Radio Newcastle. It's 18 minutes past 9 right now.